Welcome back, everyone. I'm Aquil, and today I'm doing the 100 perk challenge here on Shadows of Evil. Now, to those who don't know, I have a mod installed called the Reaper Collection, and what it does is it makes it so there's a grand total 51 perks on the map. However, all of these perks can be bought twice, and when you buy them a second time, they give you new unique benefits and effects and so on and so forth. So at the end of the day, it's basically like 2 perks per machine. And so my goal in this video is to get every single last one of these perks, and to explain to you to the best of my ability what all of them do. And every round, these ones will switch out. So that one was Bull Ice Blast, now it is Fighter's Fizz. But like the usual ones they won't change at all. Those are all the same. But if you guys have been on this channel for a while, or have watched the rest of the series or whatever, you know that I'm not the biggest fan of Black Ops 3. I don't like the story. Like, the direction they took zombies, I've always hated. And I'm very late to the party with Black Ops 3. Like, I never played it when it dropped. However, with all of that said, I'll be honest, I have really warmed up to Shadows of Evil over time. I'm a big fan. Once again, I hate the story. I think the whole story of it is absolute garbage. It's terrible. It's really disappointing, honestly. But if I'm willing to divorce the direction that it should have gone in from where it is, and I'm willing to divorce the shitty box luck and the shitty plot, and just embrace it for like the gameplay and the aesthetics, oh dude, Shadows of Evil is absolutely peak. This map is super fun and super pretty, dude. I love the Lovecraftian stuff a lot, and I love the sort of Art Deco look as well that they're going for. And so, you know what, honestly, I'm pretty excited to be making this video. I do love Shadows of Evil, I do. Which I never thought I would be saying that, but I've played this map a handful of times now, and I'm comfortable with it. I'm happy with it. It is a little bit disappointing though, because I actually originally tried to get a handful of friends to join me on playing Shadows. But I think this map might just be a little bit too beefy, because whenever I got people along, the game would just crash every time. Hello? Yeah, the game would just break completely. Like, we would get like, I would say about like 3/4 of the way there, and then it would just break. Which really sucks. Especially since, like, first off we did it 3 times, and second off, there was some pretty funny banter. It was really enjoyable. I do actually have that footage, so I do plan on like smushing those videos together into like one big video at some point. But there are a couple new power-ups. One of them is a free perk, which is how I have Elemental Pop down there. And one of them is a free perk upgrade, which will double buy a perk for you. Now, Elemental Pop, I believe, that's not Black Ops 4. I think it's Cold War, isn't it? I'm not sure. Honestly, never played it. But what it does is it randomly spawns AATs. So it can be really, really powerful. Like when I first picked it up, you saw how like fireworks procced, probably. Unless I cut that part out for some reason. That's why. Oh dude, shit like this is, I was willing to, be open-minded and, be like, okay, maybe I like Shadows of Evil. But then stupid fucking shit like that happens all the goddamn time. Oh, dude. Sorry, getting a little evil there. I apologize. It's garbage like that fucking turns me off from this map, so I'll be honest. It's such a fucking pain in the dick. Like, there is no reason why it should be that fucking... Yeah, but I can do it from right there. Are you fucking my ass right now? God, dude. This fucking game. I'm gonna be honest though, I am pretty excited to be starting on Black Ops 3 now. It's been, it's been a minute between videos since I ended off on Origins. It's been a second, man. I'm excited though. I'm both excited and a little bit terrified at the same time, because I'm not like the biggest fan of just Black Ops 3. I already said this. I'm gonna keep saying it throughout the entire playthrough of everything Black Ops 3. If for nothing else, then the fact that I think this video will do pretty well. Please don't kill him. Please don't kill him. Please don't kill him. Thank you. Jesus, man. Jeez Louise. Okay, so I want to pick that up. So I'm pretty sure that up there is actually Crusader's Ale. It is. It is. And that's what, 2k? Okay, yeah, we got this. Alright, let's lay down in front of a few perks. So I was actually really lucky to get those two. So what Ethereal Razor does is that really increases melee damage, like by quite a lot. It's pretty impressive. And it also makes it so there's like a little, like, cone, I guess. Like there's a little area of effect. So technically, you could stab multiple at once. And then Crusader's Ale, what that one will do is that doubles your melee points. Sometimes. Sometimes it's a little bit scuffed up. Like, I don't know what causes it to break once in a while. I have no idea. But it does break. But I've noticed before, because I have, other than like recording with my buddies, I have recorded Shadows of Evil like a billion times now. It's actually insane. But I have noticed that like some of the bigger maps, like Shadows of Evil, DE, GK, whatever, everything Black Ops 3, really suffers sometimes. And I think there's so many perks and whatnot that some of them just don't work once in a while. So like Crusader's Ale usually doesn't work this far. Oh, I will grab you. You work, thank God. But like Crusader's Ale doesn't work. Bloodwolf Bite doesn't work. What else? Bull Ice Blast sometimes doesn't work. It really depends. It's frustrating. Like the less CPU intensive ones are perfectly fine. But anyway, Nitrogen Cooled here, what that does is that will slow down zombies within a radius of you, and the double buy increases that effect further. Also, the Gobblegums. There are a handful of new Gobblegums, plus all of them are in the rotation as well. So, it is worth hitting now. I mean, it was before too, but, you know, before I only had, like, the base game, like, shitty, like, little pee-pee-poo-poo ones. But, you know, this has, you know, the good stuff. I've been thinking, actually, for quite a long time now, of making a video where it'll be like sort of, theoretically, if I was put in charge of fucking zombies or whatever, like what I would have done, or how things would have been different, how I think it should have gone. You know, me, as someone with severe brain damage, how would I do it? I've been thinking about that. I think that'd be an interesting video. Hello. Okay, I probably should have died there. Thank God for Nitrogen Cooled, my beloved. Yeah, that perk is kind of overpowered, and I absolutely should have died right there, like, multiple times. That's fine, fuck it, we ball. So the perk I just got there is Daminade. And what that does is you regenerate an extra grenade and an extra tactical every round, and grenades do extra damage. Honestly, I always thought this ritual was complete garbage, I'm gonna be honest. I don't like the timed ones. I think those are kind of stinky. Because the timed ones, I can literally just train these guys around, and it's no issue whatsoever. Like, this is like an absolute meme step. Oh, Vulture AIDS is actually goated. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so sometimes when you buy Vulture AIDS, oh, I didn't even see him sneak up on me. Sometimes it doesn't work right, but if you go up and stab it, it'll disable it. You gotta give it a second. Right? Give it a second to cook. Stab again. Boom. Oh, and now the whole fucking world has lit up for us. Yeah, on a map like Shadows of Evil that's so big, getting Vulture AIDS is so good, dude. It's ridiculous. Alright, let's do the last one. So what Vigor Rush does is that just adds explosive damage to your weapons, and the double buy just does more damage. Which, you know, saying it is underwhelming, but the effect of it is pretty hot. Alright, I really gotta hit the box and get guns that aren't absolute dog water. Being on round 11 with a Draken and a Weevil is like moderately brain dead. So Nuka-Cola here spawns a nuke when you go down, which in and of itself is pretty good. But the best thing is, picking up power-ups can spawn another one, guaranteed with nukes. So we might be able to double up our power-ups here. Alright, and then I really want Miracle Hands Mocha down here, so this one is really overpowered. Let's see, speed up equipment speed and can change power-ups up to 3 times. That's the insane part. Changing power-ups is so busted, dude. So we did just get No Bear Brew there from the bottle. But what No Bear Brew does is, whenever you hit the box, you just won't get a bear in it. Or if there's a Wonder Fizz, you won't get like that beer bottle in it either. So we did just get a new perk, which is Mad Gaz Moonshine. And what that does is, I'm pretty sure it's like 10 times per round or something. There's a round limit on it. But basically you just slide the zombies and it kills them. It's pretty simple. It's not like the best one in the world, but it's fun. I've done like a few different builds before. Of like, I've done like a melee only build. I've done the on knocked. I did like the repairman run build with the barriers kind of meme. And there's like a handful of different like kind of ways you can play with so many different perks. But I'm wondering how I want to do like a slide build one of these days. I think that would be absolutely hilarious. Certainly not like the most practical thing in the world, but man, that'd be really funny. Yeah, let's get that crazy boss fight music out of the way. As if this is like actually even mildly difficult. Yeah. Alright, cool. Dude, this fucking map's garbage. Yeah, was that worth the crazy ass fucking boss music? That wasn't even the hard part. Where's the Marg at? Give me the Marg. Ooh, we just got Downer's Delight from that. That's pretty hot. Actually, it's pretty garbage. What it does is it will double bleed out time, and you keep your gun when you go down. And then the double buy on it is it will... Hello? Where'd you come from? It'll triple bleed out time instead. Which, I mean, is like pretty good, but it's also like really not. Also, now that we have the Wombo combo of Nuka-Cola and Miracle Hands Mocha, I'm gonna open up these pods and try to get a bunch of new perks from it if I can. Alright, well I opened up a handful of pods, which I think I opened up all the purple ones now. And the only new perks that I got were Stamina Up, which you should know what that does. And then I got Time Slip. What that does is it makes it so when you hit the box or you pack a punch, it's really, really quick. And the other one we got is Blaze Phase, which is garbage. I say this in like every single one of my videos. I hate Blaze Phase. But if you crouch, you'll get this little fire effect, and if you stand up, you blast forward. And you kill zombies within a radius of you, usually. Sometimes it doesn't work though. Ooh, this is actually goated. So this is Point Crusher. And this has a chance of giving you additional points per kill. And the double buy is that whenever you do get that chance and you get the extra points, those points are now doubled. So this is a pretty insane point weapon. Wait, weapon point perk. Ooh, we got Stone Cold Stronghold too. That's pretty goated. Let's see if that actually works, because sometimes it doesn't on these bigger maps. Nope, it's not working. Okay, awesome. So what Stone Cold Stronghold is supposed to be doing is if you stand still for a while, then there should be a ring around me. And if you stay within that ring, you'll generate armor over time. But you know, like I said earlier, some of the perks are a bit like scuffed up on the bigger maps, which is really unfortunate. Here it is. Here it is. I will get that now, finally, since it's not like glitched in the floor this time. What Cashback Cocktail does is whenever you buy something, you get 20% of the points back, and then the double buy makes it 30%. So it's actually pretty overpowered. Well, I'm actually going to pick up Incinder Brandy over here, which chance to ignite zombies, dealing damage over time. Zombies killed by fire can explode. The double buy is, yeah, the fire lasts longer. So that is very helpful. So I did get a perk earlier. I don't think I mentioned it, but it's called Momentum Mojito. And what it does is, on a cooldown, if you run, you will get faster over time, and then you will kill zombies that you run into. But it does stop after a little while. Like, you only kill like 5 zombies and it stops. It's a little bit unfortunate. Ooh, Bandolier Bandit is very good as well. So what that does is that gives you a little bit extra ammo, and you will slowly regen ammo over time as well. Well, that's what the double buy does, is the regenning. But I think it only regens your stowed weapons? Maybe? Something like that. There's another perk right over here, Blood Bullets, which is very similar. So what Blood Bullets does is this will regen ammo in your equipped weapon. So it's at 97. Give it a second. Give it a second. 99. Yeah, so that's slowly going to tick up, giving us ammo. Now that won't work with wonder weapons, except for the ray gun. But the double buy does affect wonder weapons. Oh yeah, baby, it's pack-a-punchin' time, let's go! I have been delaying this a bit, which is a little bit silly of me. But, you know, since my weapons feel like they're falling off, you know, getting the double tap and the pack punching should help a little bit. I mean, we are on round 20, and you know, it's about time. But I've also gotten a handful of new perks. The first off is Repairman Rum, which is behind the beast mode symbol, so it's a little hard to tell. What that does is you will actually repair barriers instantly. Whenever zombies tear down barriers, they explode, and you get more points for it as well. And it also increases the point cap as well, so it's like, you know, you can actually get a solid amount of points for it now. So the next perk I got is Bull Ice Blast, which is another one of those perks that usually doesn't really work. Let's see. No, it's not working. That's frustrating. What it's supposed to do is you're supposed to be able to double jump with it, which in and of itself isn't that good. There are a handful of like custom maps where you can double jump like out of the map or like into places you really shouldn't be. However, the real use for the double jumping is you're supposed to be able to ground pound after that. And when you ground pound, it'll do like the sort of Winter's Wail effect. Not the Winter's Wail effect, the Winter's Howl effect, where it like freeze them up. And so it's pretty nice. And we got Fighter's Fizz, which is when you go down, if you kill a zombie, you get back up with all your perks and all your weapons and everything. I also got a couple new perks from random drops. The first one is Tactiquila. What that does is, I believe on multi-kills you get extra points, and there's a chance you won't use up ammo that you shoot. So all in all, really good. Nah. And the next one I got is Blood Wolf Bite, which unfortunately is another one of those perks that usually doesn't work on the bigger maps. But what it's supposed to do is, once you do, I believe it's a certain amount of damage, it'll spawn in Luna. And she will run around and she will eat zombies. Now I believe she is a Black Ops 4 perk. And in Black Ops 4, she fucking sucks, dude. She's not very good. But in Black Ops 3, she's pretty good. Well, fortunately, I've hit the point in the run where we have so many points that I can now basically just run around and buy a whole bunch of random shit. So I went around and I grabbed a handful of new perks. The first one is Muscle Milk, which is on a 15-second cooldown, and then I believe the double buy is 10 seconds. If you stab a zombie, it'll chain lightning around. Basically the exact same as like a DG2. However, once again, it does not seem to be working on Shadows of Evil, so that's awesome. The next one is honestly the absolute worst perk in this entire lineup, and that's Magnet Margarita. And literally, all it does is it will make, yeah, watch this, watch that. It'll make power-ups come towards you, and that's it. So that shit is just gonna follow me around forever. And the double buy is the same damn thing, just a little bit faster. It is so absolutely garbage. The next one we got is Victorious Tortoise, and what that one does is, ooh, hello. What that one does is, if you have a shield, which I never bothered to build it, but if we did have one, then no matter what direction we got hit from, it would hit the shield instead. And then Winter's Wail is, you should have already seen it, but if they hit me, maybe not. I think I used it all up, just like screwing around. But what it's supposed to do is when zombies hit you, there'll be ice around them. And so it basically is like a second version of Widow's Wine. Then we got Dying Wish, which is when you're about to die, instead of dying, you will become briefly invincible. And that's it, basically. But the next perk we got is Swarm Scotch. And what that does is, whenever you get a headshot or reload an empty clip, it'll spawn in those blue guys right there. They're there for like a split second, it'll spawn them in. And they will just hurt zombies a little bit. They honestly don't do a lot of damage. They're not very good, like at all. Then we got Ecstatic Elixir, which is when you run near zombies, it'll electrocute them. But like, it doesn't do damage, it just stuns, which is really lame, honestly. It's pretty garbage. Then Death Perception, which lets us see zombies through walls. There'll be like a red outline. And not even Death Perception is working right now, really. Now that's bad. Death Perception always works. Really? You're not gonna work? Yeah, it's just not gonna work. It's actually insane. You're supposed to see their outline through walls, though. That's what's supposed to happen. But it's just, it's brokey. Completely brokey. The double bind death perception is very good though, because you do more damage to non-zombie enemy heads. So like, would be able to really fuck up the Margwas. Then we got ICU, which makes it so you're invincible while performing actions and regenerate health quicker. Pack-a-box is the next one. That one is pretty good as well. That is, when you hit the box, there's a chance that your weapon will be pack-a-punch, which is absolutely goated. Kind of, but not really. It's, I don't know. The thing is, like, I think I've said this before, but let's say you get, like, a weevil in the box, right? And you pick it up and it's already pack-punched. Then, like, so what? Like, it might be a pack-a-punched gun, but it's still only, like, a weevil. You know what I mean? The next one we got is changed shoes, which is actually complete garbage. So that's basically elemental pop, but shitty. Which is, I believe it's on headshots specifically. There's a chance of spawning in AATs. Then we have banana colada, which also usually doesn't work. And isn't right now either. But what it's supposed to do is when you slide, there'll be like this yellow splooge behind you. And when zombies walk on that splooge, it's basically like this liquefier, and they'll slip around and take damage. And then the last one is PhD Slider. What that one does is when you slide into zombies, it'll kill them. And you don't take explosive damage, and that's it. And then that is actually it for all the perks, and now we just need to get all the double binds. So one of the good things that this sort of mod does is when you have all the perks, whenever you get the power up one, instead of just doing nothing, it'll upgrade a perk for you instead. And so once you get to like the very end, it becomes really quick. Oh my god, you're kidding me? That's actually it? That's underwhelming. Right, well I went around just getting like the little pods for extra perks, and we actually got all of them. Yeah, 102 of 102 down the bottom left there. So we officially have reached godhood. Thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, you know, please like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. All that stuff that's, you know, basically mandatory to say for on YouTube. But go check out some of the other videos in this series, because there's a lot of good stuff out there. This is honestly probably not my best work. I think I say that in like every video though. There's a lot of really good ones though. First, like the Kino video is probably my favorite. Go check that one out. That was pretty good. Yeah, that is all. Thank you so very much for watching. I'll see you next time.